because my husband and I are still a team. And at the end of the day, how I look at marriage and how I look at my husband and my marriage is, you know, in a lot of ways, I look at us as one, because we are a team. So we come into agreement on everything, or even if we agree to disagree. And then I look at marriage from a Christian standpoint, where I give him the leeway after that. But when it comes to certain things, for instance, like I said, I'm on a plan, an exercise plan, and now an eating plan that doesn't have anything to do with him. Okay. So it's regardless of what he does. He doesn't read like I do. I absorb books. I love books. And pretty much he is my cheerleader, so that's why I probably would talk about him, because he is my biggest support in everything I do. So that's why he would come up, because without him supporting me, and it would be really difficult for me to go to school, to do a lot of, most things in my life would be hard. It would be hard even to eat right and do different things if he wasn't supporting. If I'm trying to eat right and you're sitting there eating ice cream in my face all the time, or you're bringing me Snickers bars and you know that I am trying to do this and you're trying to sabotage. So that's probably why I bring him up. You know, as far as exercise, I'm exercising. He's really not, but I am. We just haven't done the gym. Okay. So the gym is waiting on him. Okay. The rest of it, I'm going to be a lean, mean machine, and he's going to have to play catch up.
Okay. Think of this. When you say your husband and you are a team, and when you think of a team, every player has to be on their best point. Right. You know, they have to be tip-top in order for the team all to work together.
Right.
So when you are saying that, you know, your husband's in your corner and he's pushing for you, and, you know, he's your motivation and your support, but then when you look back, and if you're not going to be taking care of yourself, how are you going to reciprocate that to him? Like, how are you going to be in his corner when you're not your strongest?
Well, I would say, I would make one correction. He's not my motivation, I'm my motivation. Okay. So, because if I wait on anybody else to take care of me, it's just not going to happen. I realize that I have to take care of me to be able to continue to take care of other people. So that's why I have started taking care of my health better and exercising. That's why I'm trying to regulate my bedtime. Those are things that I know that really help me in all the other areas. So, like I say, I have to really give myself daily reminders of, you're doing this for me, but also this so that I can continue to do what I like to do and what I feel my purpose is to do in helping other people. And hopefully I'm setting an example for him to, you know, come on board. And even my mom, who loves chocolate. I mean, I love chocolate too. I like that kind of stuff, but just to take care of your health and who you are in general, you know, and balance your mind, your body, you know, your spirit, to take care of all of it together. So it's what I'm trying to do anyway.
No, I can see we're thinking about it. And you're strong, you're smart, you have very strong ambitions, and you want to help people. I just want you to remember you and just keep you your healthiest. Like, just think, if you were to have better self-care and you were to implement it daily, and you just were to be better that way, how your relationship could even be better with your mom or your husband. What I had thought about, because it's time, like we always talk about, you don't have a lot of time and you're busy between work, family, and school. What about like mindfulness? You know, just being aware when you're having a meal or cooking a meal, driving, just being mindful of the sky and just the smaller things and the beauty of the world. there are also a few apps that I've seen through like the App Store. One is a mindfulness meditation app, and you can pick certain times of the day and certain moods you want to be in, and it only takes 10 minutes, and it's just kind of helps you refresh and just take care of yourself. I don't know if that'd be something you would be willing to even just look into, just kind of check it out.
I think my mindfulness really comes from a different place, though. It comes from more from prayer.
Okay.
It comes more for me in tapping into my faith. For me, when I talk to God, that makes me mindful of all the wonderful things in the world. So for me, that's the first thing I do when I get up in the morning. And really, most of the time, unless somebody calls me, when I'm by myself in the car is when I can get opportunities. I think my biggest challenge is times when I am by myself or there's somebody not talking to me. Because right now with my mom coming in the house, it's like she has a backup of words. It's like she hasn't been able to get her, I don't know, what do they say, women do so many words, 20, 30,000, whatever words in the day. It's like she has this backup of words that she hasn't been able to say to anybody. So anytime she's in the room, she's talking the whole time, no matter what I'm doing. I have to say, Mom, I'm taking a quiz online, or I'm doing homework or whatever. And then if I say that, then she whispers, but she's still talking. So you know, my husband's better at it, but there's just times like when I go home today, she's gonna find me, she's gonna talk, and she's gonna go and stuff. So the car for me has become a place to do more of what you're talking about, to just try to be mindful. I know a good technique that I learned and I probably should go back to doing it in group dynamics, is one of the people said, put little dots, like on your phone, on your card, or whatever, and when you see the dot, it's a reminder to just get into the present and just take a deep breath and then be mindful of your surroundings and what, and like you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I just need to put some little dots, get some dots and put those around to help me with that, because I think being mindful is a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
You'd be up to try some
Yeah,
mindful
sure.
activities.
I'd be up to try some of them, yeah. Some of them are a little much for me when they get into the meditation. I'm more of like prayer and not,
Mhm.
you know, maybe we don't call it the same thing, it's probably the same thing, but prayer is my meditation. So, because it's not always talking, sometimes it's just listening. And then I put in a certain type of music. It's called soaking worship music.
Okay.
And it has no words, and it really helps me get into that state where I can just,
Shuts your mind.
yeah, it shuts everything down, where I can just think about nothing, or just think about, really puts me in a position to be grateful. I'll say it that way.
That's a good way of putting it.
Mhm.
To wake up and think even every morning what you're grateful for.
Right.
You know, to push those negative thoughts away and just be in the time and aware of how you're feeling in that moment.
Yeah, because at that point, then when I'm thinking about what I'm grateful for, it doesn't allow the anxiety to creep in.
The greatness
Right.
overweighs it.
Exactly.
That's
So-
good.
So I guess maybe that's something else I can do.
Yeah, how about just think even, like throughout the week, just little different ways you can be mindful, just to kind of put it in there. Like, I know we had talked about, you like to cook with your husband, and even just thinking of like how the meal goes together and what goes into it, the smell of the food, the spices, and
That's good, because I don't really do that when I cook. I'm just trying to get it done, because usually I'm cooking to go on to the next thing.
yes.
You know, because I have class Tuesday and Thursday night, so usually I have to leave, you know, right around between 5:30 and 5:45 at the latest. So it's like, I'm trying to cook so that I can get out the door,
Mhm.
you know, and then it's like, something's always going on, so.
Busy.
Yeah, and right now it just can't be helped, and it will get better,
Yeah.
but it's okay. I really don't mind being busy, I just have to manage it and not let the anxiety, as we're talking about, you know, overwhelm me.
Well, I feel like we're on the right path, because just from when we started with our baseline at 4, and then a couple sessions ago at a 6, and it being almost at a 2 today, I feel is great progress.
Right.
Just being aware and starting to think about what you need to change also helps you. Besides that, and everything else going on, everything else is okay with you today, wise? Is there anything you want to talk about?
No, everything else is okay. I'm just relieved. I had a midterm last night that I studied for and did well. It was on 15 chapters, so that caused me a grip. If you had asked me yesterday, my anxiety probably would have been on 8. But that's over with, and a quiz today I knew that I had to take, and so I'm good. I think I think that's why I'm low today, because it's like, okay, now I can safely go on to the next project, and I've given myself enough time to do well on what's next. So I'm okay. I'm taking a deep breath today and being mindful of how I feel.
There we go. That's what I like to hear. What else did I have written down that I wanted to ask you? Oh, books on tape I wanted to recommend too.
Okay.
For you while driving, because we had
Okay.
talked about driving in the commute. I feel like that would be something even can help if you are interested
Okay.
in just thinking
Okay.
about it.
Okay.
Just kind of want to throw ideas at you just to help.
All right.
Just trying to think of little things that we can do to improve our self-care, because that's just my biggest concern. Not even concern, I feel like concern's the wrong word, because it's not like you're doing bad, it's just, I want you to do better, because everyone can do
Okay.
better. I just want you to be anxiety, not free, because every day is going to be different, but
Okay.
just be able to know when to be mindful
Okay.
and when to put that hat on for yourself, because I just want you to take care of yourself.
All right.
Is there any other questions you have for me today?